タイミングで私がうなずくわけないでしょ。
知ってた。悪かったよ、夏川。追い払ってもめげない執拗に追いかけてくる男。普通に考えたら気持ち悪いよな。
いきなり何よ。
そりゃあ。
たっだいまー。マジ疲れた。ねえ、なんか飲み物。うわー、渡るが女の子連れ込んでる。
Okay, so the dreaming boy is a realist. So, you know, when I signed up for this anime, I think it was everything that I imagine I would want from a story that's kind of like this. Now, let me kind of explain to you. I think, you know, if you put yourself in normal shoes, if you've ever pursued somebody and you're kind of the main pursuer, then you might have learned sometime in your experience that a lot of times is when you stop something, the other person kind of craves it. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you're the person, you're the guy or the gal who is always, and I mean always, texting the other person, good morning, what are you doing today, blah blah blah, and you do it every single day. But a lot of times the other person maybe takes, you know, forever to text back or forever to respond, or they kind of give you like those one-liners like nothing, or not much, or good morning. They don't really interact, and you're the person that's kind of like initiating, and eventually it becomes pretty tiresome. And I think, you know, when you stop kind of like cold turkey, or when you kind of rein it back in, the other person kind of goes like, where's my good morning text? Where's my what are you doing today? Where's my this? Where's my that? And those are real world things that happen. So that's why this specific anime interested me so much, is because like that, basically, it's applying something that happens every single day in the real world to something in an anime, and this did not disappoint. The Dreaming Boy is a realistic take on something that can happen, right? Is like, this follows the story of Saju, and he has been, or Sajo, whatever you want to call it, but he's been heavily pursuing aggressively Aika Natsukawa, because, you know, he tells us during the episode that he met her at some point, and you know, he ran into her because of her kindness, that he just he fell in love with her. Cool, no problem. But he's been like over the top pursuing her, like, go out with me, you know, let's eat lunch, let's do this, let's do that. And he's just been like, I mean, aggressive about it every single day. And so aggressive that even her best friend later on calls him out and saying like, oh, you got to take responsibility for the trouble that you caused, because you've been such a burden on her that essentially, because you've been such a pain in the ass, nobody has become friends with her, because you basically have like not solidified her, but like kind of how do you say, like, you know, like bubbled her, or like put her like on a pedestal, or like on a vessel, to where like nobody else really wants to come and be her friend or anything like that. And, you know, because he did pull back, I know I'm kind of all over the place, but because he did pull back, he did rein it in a lot. Now you have Aika over here who's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you not inviting me to do this? Why? And eventually she showed up to his house going like, yo, what's up with you? Like, what's going on? Like, what's your problem? Why aren't you asking me out? And I think he did the most PIMP pimp-ish, you know, you could do. He dropped the Rizzler on her, and he was like, okay, I like you. Go out with me. And she was like, no. And he was like, yeah, I knew that. He's like, it's no problem. And then he ends up later on telling her like, you know what? I just think, you know, I think enough is enough, and, you know, I think I'm to the point of bothering you, so I think I'm not going to do that anymore. And I think at this point, you know, he's like, we can be amicable, we can be classmates. He's like, but I'm not going to be that anymore, because I know that that's disturbing you, and I know that you don't want what I want. So I think we're just going to call it good here, and apologies, and I'm sorry. And I was like, damn, bro, dropping the rhythm. She's like, so much so that she like cried and like she ran away and everything. I was like, yeah, that's my boy, you know. So should you watch it? You know, I think that it's going to be up to you, you know, but if you've ever dealt with a situation like this before, and I think this could really hit home. Like for me, like I'm telling you, I've like, you know, in the past days, in the past dating days, you know, I've pursued a couple of people, and I think, you know, I've had that same experience of when you like, you know, rein it back in, or you just maybe give up, or just like, you know what? Obviously, your worth is higher to me than mine is to you, so I'm just not gonna bother anymore. And a lot of times that involves the other person going like, "What the hell? Where's my dude at? Where's my girl at?" And they're like, "What's going on?" So I think it really hits home from that thing, and it really drives home a realistic, kind of a realistic scenario, and paints it in a really good light. The things that are going to come from this, though, I think are he will inevitably have other love interest. One girl, even in episode 1, already showed up and was, kind of expressed some interest, although she had her own reasonings for it. She expressed interest, and that immediately gets other girls' attention. When some girl expresses interest, the other girls go like, well, what's so special about this dude? So I already can see where this anime is going to go, and I am all for it, and I really, really like it. It made a really good first impression on me, and again, it's taking that realistic take that I really enjoy. So should you watch it? I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you. My personal recommendation is heck yes. I think we're in for a special ride. I think we're in for a special anime. I think we're in for something that's going to really entertain us this season. And The Dream Boy is a Realist is definitely going to make my list. Now, will it make my list every single week? I don't know. That's up to you. If you guys pour out some love, pour out comments, give me some likes on this video, we'll cover this every single week. If this video is a big old dud and nobody watches it, I probably won't cover it, but I definitely will be watching this anime. So I'll be watching it on the side, even if the video doesn't do good. But if it does do good, which I'm hoping it does, I'll be here every single Monday for The Dream Boy is a Realist. But that's my take on this anime. Let me know what you thought about Let me know what you thought about it after watching episode 1. I can speak. I do stumble my words, and that's why you should come back every week. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you have nothing to say, drop me an emoji. And of course, as always, I appreciate you being here. And have a great July 4th or anything else that's occurring. And I appreciate it. Anybody else who's out anywhere in any part of the world, have a great day, great night, great evening. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.